Mix 96. We'll get to it. I mean, Ben, did I miss the part about Mix 96 closing? It's a shame it's just become a regional station. No shows are done from Aylesbury anymore. We are broadcasted from Bristol and so on. Or they are broadcasted from Bristol. So, I mean, we touched on this last time. I mean, Mix 96 has now officially closed, hasn't it? So
it's now become Greatest Hits Radio. The feedback on Facebook and elsewhere I hear is people have tried giving it a listen. It's not the same. Doesn't feel like a local station anymore. The news still mentions Aylesbury now and again, but it's focused on 3 counties rather than just Buckinghamshire. And the rest of the programming, I think it might even be broadcast from somewhere down on the south coast. So there's no local feel to it. So real disappointment that battle wasn't won, but so many other stations around the country were fighting the way we were and have ended up with the same result. But it's brought communities together. There's a lot of people out there who've learned a bit about how radio works and have an increasing interest in local radio. And as we've said before, we're hoping that something might grow out of that would give us back another local radio station for Aylesbury.
Well, like I said, I'm pulling out a few things from my chest of tricks and stuff and see what I can do. It's something. I mean, Ben's putting down here. Hi, Ben, by the way. A good piece of history that will be missed. And it's I mean, I never really listened to Mix 96 because my car can never pick it up, and I didn't listen to it at home. But I know loads of people who do, especially my partner. And they really do feel, and I know local radio is very important. You know, it has a major, so it's the heart of the community, isn't it, as well? So to be fair, you know, I've done my time on radio stations, and you know, and I've loved them. You know, I love the communication I've had with people as well. So how I, from a business point of view, try and fill that gap, I'm working hard on, but I can't believe that all around the UK, how many local stations are actually being lost, and it's not right. And I mean, I looked at the contract and saw the change that the licensing body just basically said, yeah, you can, you know, I mean, the total change from this is what they do to that is, you know, I mean, it's no longer local, is it? It's just national. And
it does make you wonder what the regulators and the licensing bodies are there for, if it's not to keep the identity of something that really matters to local communities. And if they're just turning it into something that's the same as you can hear anywhere in the country, then why don't we just have national radio? I think having a station that really focused on Aylesbury and Aylesbury Vale was absolutely brilliant. It was 2 days before Mix 96 closed as Mix 96. We were doing not live in the park. Mm-hmm. So because we had to go off live in the park, we were doing it by video performances. They called me into the studio, did an interview. I plugged the event, and we had a really, really good audience listening in and watching from home. So we were able to keep the spirit of that going. And without that local station giving us that extra plug, I don't think it would have been that just as successful as it has been. So I'm really disappointed we haven't got Mix 96 anymore.
An interesting question coming from the live in the park scenario. Obviously, they sponsored the Mix 96 stage. So have you reached out yet talking about next year's live in the park and whether or not they'll be sponsoring it? Have you spoke to them about that?
We're starting to make plans for next year's live in the park. Haven't been directly involved in those up to now, but there is certainly talk of doing an event at least as big as the one last year, with 2, possibly even 3 stages. Ooh. And sponsorship will be vital to upscale it in that way. If Great 6 Radio is interested in talking to us and supporting us in the way that Mix 96 used to do, that would be great. I don't know. I will find out from our team who are starting to pull the sponsorship side together. Next time we chat, I'll let you know how that's going.
Okay, because it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If they want
a great signal to send out that GHR, they're saying they want to continue supporting local communities and local events. They can demonstrate it by getting involved in Live in the Park if they want to.
that will be an interesting one, won't it? I look forward to that next update. Yeah, let's see if their money is where their mouth is, shall we?